Hello, this is Patricia Garner with the League of Women Voters of Portland, and you are watching the Video Voters Guide or listening to our podcast. We're here today to talk with candidates running in the November 5th, 2024 general election. We're grateful for the support of the Carol and Velma Sailing Foundation, the League of Women Voters Education Fund, the Weiss Foundation, and our media partner, Metro East Community Media. With me is Carmen Rubio, running for the office of Portland's mayor. Welcome, Carmen. So please tell us a little bit about yourself and why you're running for this office.
Thank you. Thanks for having me here. So my name's Carmen Rubio, and I was born and raised in Oregon and have grown up in the Portland metro and Portland area my whole life. And I'm running for mayor because I understand the unprecedented challenges that Portland faces today. To change the status quo, our challenge requires competency and grit and an ability to work well with others. And I'll really hard to end unsheltered homelessness by increasing temporary shelters with on-site services and more permanent supportive housing. I'll also grow our police force, but do it in the right way with a strong emphasis on community policing and accountability measures like body-worn cameras and alternative responses like Portland Street Response. And I'll create that 90-day fast permitting pass process for any housing development from affordable to market rate. And that comes to the city with full financing in hand. But to do all this, to make real lasting progress, we need a mayor who can end the divisiveness and work with the new city council. And only I have the record and reputation that proves I can do it.
Second question here. What are the most important factors in the mayor's development of a budget?
One of the most important factors is ensuring basic services like water, sewer, garbage, and public safety are on point. And these are fundamental things a government provides for its residents, and life safety issues are priority number one on that. The other essential factor is developing a budget with outcomes. For every program and service the city offers, we need to make sure that we're using these dollars wisely and effectively. Whether it's public safety or transportation or clean water, we need to be able to look Portlanders in the eye and tell them how we're being good stewards of their tax dollars.
In hiring Portland's first city administrator, what would be your priorities in terms of experience, expertise, and working styles for that position?
Solid communication skills are critical in times of big transitions. So for this first administrator, I would put at the top of that list that they have to have experience in a time of change during which they've shown they've communicated well, both internally and externally. Key stakeholders include city employees and the public, and not just whom you're comfortable with or who has regular access, but everyone in the community. Having experience with both in high stakes environment is also very important.
Which, if any, strategies described in the draft 2024 Portland Housing Production Strategy would you support? Please explain.
In short, all of the above. As the commissioner who oversaw the development of the city's first ever housing production strategy, I can tell you emphatically that we need to do it all. We need to make up for the past decades of underproduction, so we're playing catch up. And under my leadership, we've already gotten started. I passed policies to make building houses cheaper and easier, got rid of conflicting codes that cause confusion, consolidated permitting, and secured funds for major redevelopment projects like OMSI and Broadway Corridor. And soon I'll bring 6 new investment districts to council. 45% of the funds from those districts will go to housing. So no other city commissioner has done so much to catalyze housing production at a time when we need it most.
You are listening to the Video Voters Guide interview and podcast of Carmen Rubio, who's running for the mayor of Portland. Which Police Accountability Commission recommended features of the new accountability system currently under development would you support?
In 2020, 82% of the voters called on the city to develop a new community-led police accountability commission. And while it's not perfect, the final draft of the new system, I believe, strikes a balance between meeting the intent of the voters and ensuring that the process is transparent, fair, equitable, and just. And it also gives the commission the authority to act further on the fuller recommendations should they choose to do so. I believe it's important that we get this new system up and running as soon as possible because voters asked us to get this work done. And if we learn things as we go, then and the commission feels that it's necessary, I'm open to supporting changes they feel are necessary.
What Portland City Charter changes, if any, would you support concerning the office of mayor? Why and when?
I supported the charter changes passed by the voters. With one modification, I was hoping that the mayor would have veto power. I believe that there should be a balance of power between the legislative and the executive branch, and anything that creates more balance. And the Charter Commission chose not to do that, but I'm sure that once we have more time with the new form of government, we'll be reviewing and learning things as we go, and we'll see how this works. But overall, I very much support the changes, and I look forward to the exciting governmental system we're creating with the new administrative structure and a district-based representation plan. I'm very, very eager to see this get started and very hopeful for how inclusive and representative it will be.
What skills, experience, and interests make you the best candidate for this position?
This is Portland's moment. It's a great time of transition and opportunity, and we need to get it right. And Portland needs a mayor that's ready on day one and with a proven track record of accomplishments, one who has acted urgently to change the status quo and who's passed policies to shape Portland's future success, and who we know that can work well with others and especially work collaboratively with the new council, one who can provide a steady hand on the till. And I'm the only candidate running who meets that criteria. I also know that Portlanders are done with divisiveness and drama. I've shown my ability to rise above and work with a diverse coalition of stakeholders and bridge divides. My opponents cannot claim the same thing, especially Renee Gonzalez. And as reported by the Oregonian, Mr. Gonzalez's modest policy achievements at City Hall pale in comparison to his strongest opponent in the mayor's race, Commissioner Carmen Rubio. My executive level experience and accomplishments as a city commissioner show that I am effective at delivering on the change that Portland needs.
Thank you, Carmen. This concludes our video voters guide and podcast interview of the League of Women Voters of Portland of Carmen Rubio, who is running for the City of Portland's mayor. Election Day is Tuesday, November 5. Be sure to inform yourself about the candidates and exercise your right to vote. Thank you for your interest.